Aquarians, welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is a general reading for those of us born in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, and this is a general reading for the month of July 2017. Aquarians, I'm very excited about doing this reading because I have some very close family members and friends who are Aquarians, and I like to know and be able to help them as far as lead them in the right direction. So the spirit guide has already been invoked and the cards have been anointed and shuffled according to how the spirit has given me direction. Aquarian family members, let me start by saying that the spirit is showing me you, and you are in a place, or you were in a place where you were like to yourself a little bit. And the spirit is saying that, yeah, we see you coming out. So now is a good time of unfolding. Now is a good time of networking and a good time of putting your name out there, putting your resume out there, putting your desires out there, whether it's physically or whether it is in the universe as far as you expanding the way you see things and expanding your list of desires. Aquarian family members, the spirit is showing me where some of you are having some challenges in the love area. So maybe, here's the beautiful thing about this. There's a situation, a dynamic going on where some of you are like, maybe there was a love that you wanted to offer somebody and they didn't want it. Or maybe there was a love that somebody offered you, you didn't want it. It probably is a love that you tried to offer somebody and they kind of like shunned away from it. And Aquarian family members, these things happen. The spirit is showing me, Aquarians, where you're coming to a place in your future where you are going to, the spirit is showing me you're going to have some financial, a little bit of a breakthrough. Because the spirit shows me you juggling your money, but the spirit shows me a little bit of a breakthrough coming for you. So we'll get some clarity as we move forward with your reading. Aquarian family members, the spirit is showing me where your mind is now opening up to some new things, and your mind is so busy and so active during this time, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Aquarian family members, you know that your sign is the sign that brings in the future. And the card that indicates the person or the character that brings in the future is in your spread. And it's in your spread in the area of your thinking and of your mind. So the spirit is showing me the cards, the way they're laying out, to indicate that your thinking right now is correct. Your thinking and your planning right now, Aquarians, is correct. You're on the right path. Those of you that are Aquarian family members who are of the female energy and you're looking for a masculine energy, the spirit is showing me a masculine energy in your environment. Like, in other words, if you desire this masculine energy is there. It's right around you, or it's going to be right in your face in a few minutes. On the other hand, for those of you who are the Aquarian masculine energy, the spirit is showing me you being healthy, you being virile, and perhaps you're going to be engaging in some type of cardiovascular, some physical fitness stuff, because the spirit shows me you with a new sense of, like, it's like a physical security. It's like a physical energy of like, yeah, this is me, I'm here, what's up, that type of thing. So Aquarian family members, I do see you. The spirit is showing me you in both the masculine and the feminine complements for this sign. Aquarian family members, the spirit is saying that this is a good time for you to take a chance. Some of you have been thinking, some of you have been hoping, some of you have been wishing, some of you have been like, holding little secrets in your mind about things that you want to accomplish, and maybe you were afraid to do it, and the spirit is giving you the green light. The spirit is giving you the green light, saying this is a good time for the entrepreneurial spirit for Aquarians. This is a good time for you to take a leap of faith, for you to take a chance. Go out there, just do it, just take the leap, just try it. And the spirit will probably, I'm sure the spirit in a few moments is going to confirm that when you do take that leap of faith, it's going to lead you to a good place. The spirit is showing me, though, as you go forward, Aquarians, you're going to be so busy, you're going to be so in your zone. So some of you think that you want love, and some of you think that you want to, you want to get with this person or get with that person. And the Spirit is showing me that you get ready to get so into your own zone that love is going to come your way and you're not even going to be interested. And I'm going to tell you a secret about that, Aquarians. Sometimes when you're not interested and when you're not vehemently trying to achieve love, sometimes love lands on your shoulder. So that's just a word to the wise. Aquarius, the Spirit is showing me a card indicating that you have so much to offer. And right now, you doubt yourself. And that's not a good place. You doubting yourself is not a good place. This is a place and a time for you to exercise your self-confidence. And the Spirit is going to give me some clarity. Very interesting, as I was anticipating doing this particular reading for Aquarians, I wanted to see if this card was going to come up, and sure enough, the Spirit presents the card again. This is the third time that I've seen this card, and so for some of my family members and friends who are very close to me, this is going to make them chuckle. And the Spirit is showing me where some of you Aquarian family members were thinking about relocating. You're thinking about moving, getting another place, getting out of Dodge, getting your own place. And the Spirit is showing me this is not a time for that move. And once again, Aquarians, you listen to the last couple of recordings and you'll see that this is a seriously strong dynamic. This is not the time for you to move and to relocate. Aquarian family members, the Spirit is showing me where there is some good news coming very soon. And that good news, in fact, that good news is not even coming very soon. It's like if you don't get it today, then you're going to get it tonight. It's that kind of soon. And the news is so close to you, and the news is about a new job or a promotion on your job or something that benefits you in the way of what you do for work or what you do for creative, productive energy. So the Spirit is showing me that, and it's news coming. So if, say, for example, if you're an entertainer or if you're a freelance artist, then there's going to be some type of a contract, so it seems, some kind of news that someone wants to buy your stuff. If you work a regular job, then the Spirit is showing me that you're going to get a promotion. For those of you that are not working, the Spirit is showing me news of a job. It doesn't mean that you don't have to apply and put your resume out there, etc., and your curriculum vitae. It doesn't mean that. What it does mean is that if you do your part, the Spirit is responding and saying you're going to get some good news, Aquarian family members. And Aquarian family members, those of you who are the feminine energy, you're going to come to a place of financial stability. You're going to come to a place of financial stability. I didn't say that you were going to hit the lottery. What I do see is I do see you coming to a place of financial stability. And that card has a dual meaning, which is beautiful. The Spirit is also showing me the other side of that card, indicating that some of you are the masculine energy and some of you are wondering about the woman that you're with. Some of you are wondering about the feminine energy that you are associating with. And the Spirit is showing me her as being very good with money. So Aquarian family members, hear what I'm saying, please. The Spirit is showing me, Aquarians, that you have some more skills that you have to acquire. You have some more skills, some more knowledge, whether it's formal education, training, skills, knowledge, tricks of the trade, whatever it is, there's some more stuff you have to get in the way of information, because your lack of that particular or those particular skills and certifications and licensures, that's what's holding you back from making money. And what happens, though, Aquarians, is that as you continue to reach out there and you continue to reach out there, you've had some money denied you, and that has something to do with you not having the appropriate certification, licensure, and training or know-how. So in other words, if you increase your knowledge base, increase your personal data base, the Spirit is showing me that that's going to increase your earning potential. The Spirit is showing me, Aquarians, where those of you that are the feminine energy of Aquarians, it is time to get a checkup, a feminine checkup, a reproductive checkup. And those of you that are Aquarians who are not necessarily masculine or feminine. This is not for either gender. The information that the Spirit is showing me is that we see your weakness, and we see where, where you're like, you want to move, you want to get out of Dodge, and you feel that if you get out of Dodge, it's going to increase your strength, it's going to make you a better, stronger person. The Spirit is showing me that. And the Spirit is saying, but what has to happen, though, is that really what you have to do now is you got to put some things in place so you can make the next move. This is not the time to make the next move as far as relocating. This is the time for you to get some ideas written, to get some ideas and some plans so you can think about what it is that you want to accomplish. So if you got the new place, what would you do with it? If you were able to get the new place, where would you really like the new place to be? How big, how small, what type of decor? Those are the type of things that you're going to have to look at for this range, this time frame right now, Aquarians. It's about you thinking about your future and what you want. Aquarians, the Spirit is showing me, okay, good. This is good. This is what I wanted to see. The Spirit is showing me, Aquarians, that you're getting ready to see things a little with more clarity. You're getting ready to see things as they really are. You're getting ready to see yourself and your place in the world. You're getting ready to see your counterpart or your complement and see how they fit into your life. So in other words, where there was obscurity, there's going to be clarity. Where there was gray, there's going to be sunshine where you're going to be able to see. And the most important thing about the energy that the Spirit is showing me is a matter of you seeing things as they are, realistically. Now that does not mean that you don't take a chance. That means that the realistically, or the realism of your perspective now, Aquarians, has to do with looking at yourself and saying the potential that you really have. So in other words, some of you really have enormous potential. That's a reality. And the Spirit says that as you move forward, there is going to be money, there is going to be some pampering, and this is also an informative. The Spirit is saying, here's some information for you. Part of the way you're going to change your energy and part of the way you're going to boost your energy and change the spiritual dynamics around you, Aquarians, has to do with you taking care of yourself. So pay attention to the details, the hair, the nails, the teeth, the toes, pay attention to those things. If it's time for you to redo your wardrobe, this is the time to do it. If you've been thinking about it, this is the time to do it. So in other words, part of the energy is that you're getting ready to come to a better place where you'll be able to do more things for yourself. But while you're on your way to that place, the Spirit is saying practice taking care of yourself in the lifestyle that you want to become accustomed to, because the Spirit is showing me where you're getting ready to come to a good place. The world is yours. You're getting ready to come to a good place, Aquarians. I'm not just saying this. You really are getting ready to come to a good place. In fact, you're getting ready to receive some money. There's some money coming for some of you Aquarian family members, and because the Spirit is showing me like where your savings has been depleted, you've been tight holding on to your money, and that's been a problem, but the Spirit is showing me where there's getting ready to be some release. In fact, there's getting ready to be some, there's getting ready to be a change in you, a change in your vibration. That's what I feel, a change in the vibration for Aquarians. And part of that change has to do with you taking a leap, with you stepping out, stretching out on your own ideas and your own belief in yourself. The Spirit is showing me where Aquarians, some of you are impulsive in your attitude and in your response to people and in your response to things. Let me park there for a minute. Aquarians, when you face an obstacle and when you face a challenge, don't jump out there and say, the end, it's the end, I'm done, I don't know, what am I going to do? How's it going to work out? Listen to me, listen to me. The Spirit is saying for me to tell you, Aquarians, if you pause for a minute and just get into your zone, meditate, pray, refer to your affirmations, do your yoga, take a walk in nature, hold on a second, remove yourself from the thing that is causing you to doubt, And what's going to happen is in a few moments, you're going to reflect. And when you move yourself physically, when you physically put some space between you and the thing that's troubling you and challenging you, Aquarian family members, the Spirit is going to show you choices that you actually do have. Now, when the Spirit shows you those choices, that means that this is a time for you to think about, okay, so I do have some choices, and what's going to happen is going to be so beautiful, you're going to have more than one choice. So you're going to be able to sit there and say, wow, this is deep. If I had just focused on the problem, I would have gone crazy. I would have been jumping out there making irrational and impulsive moves. But the Spirit is saying, calm down, get a moment of peace. Stop worrying about the relationship. Stop worrying about love. Stop worrying about, who likes you or who you don't like or who you're trying to get with. Put that on hold for a moment. And the Spirit is showing me that what's going to happen for you is that you're going to come to a place where there's going to be no conflict. How about that? I didn't say lack, I said no. So the conflict that you have been dealing with is going to subside. And this conflict could be conflict of your mind, because it very well could be conflict in your mind as far as doubt. And I say that because the cards that are associated in that particular area, the way the Spirit has laid these cards out, they are connected to you as a person. And so the idea is that there's going to be less and no conflict. That conflict is going to subside because the Spirit is saying, you know what? The Spirit acknowledges that information that you have been receiving and the data that you've been interpreting in your life, the energies that you have been dealing with, they have not led you to clarity. They've led you to say, what the freak is going on here? I got it. I get that. And the Spirit says, okay, get to yourself, do some meditation, do some yoga, give it a moment, and by all means, move away and ahead of that love, pain, emotional thing that you've been carrying around. There's going to be an end to the betrayal. So those people that were trying to do you, there's going to be an end to that. You're going to come through that. You're going to be way ahead of them. There's also going to be an end to people trying to distract you. There's not going to be any more distractions in your time, in this local time. When I say local time, I mean between 4 and 6 weeks from now. The Spirit is showing me that. And the Spirit is showing me where things were not fair and where things were not just as it relates to you, the Spirit is showing me there is going to be some justice in the universe. Aquarians, this has been a general reading for the month of July. And I love the energies that I experienced during this reading. And I'm sure that some of this, if not all of it, has resonated with you, and you probably are thinking about booking a private reading so that we can spend 30 to 60 minutes just listening to the Spirit as it relates to you and your individual energies. And if that is the case, Aquarians, please reach out to me so we can get a private reading set up. Now, I do want to tell you, as I have shared in other videos, that July's readings are filling up quickly. So those of you that would like to get a private reading, I don't know the urgency of your need. If you have time, that's fine. You can wait. If you don't have time and you really need your reading in the next 3 or 4 days, then clearly you have to book your reading today. So when you get the information and you're interested, please reach out to me at onewhosees4you@yahoo.com. That's onewhosees4you @yahoo.com. Thank you so much, Aquarians. Love you. Can't wait to talk to you real soon to do your private readings. Thank you.